In this video, we're going to look at something called recoding. And recoding just means essentially what it sounds like. The code that you recorded, say an M or an F, or even a 1 or a 2, may need to have a new value. So your new code, a new data point, a new score, essentially a different value. So this is called data recoding. And when you do data recoding, you go to transform and then recode. You have two options. One is into the same variables, that means these existing columns, which is unusual, or the more usual version, which is recode into different variables, which means we'll basically create new variables. And the way you do this is you pick an existing variable, and what I'm going to do is click on educational level, click the right arrow, and then you need to give it a new variable name because we're creating a new variable. So I'm going to call mine educational new level, I'm going to call it new value to not confuse it with levels, which are associated with measures. So instead, we'll do that. And for the label, I'll call it education new value. Okay, then you click on old and new values, and because we're dealing with the education variable, which we can see is coded as 15, and remember this is recode, so this is coded with 15, 16, 12, 8, 15, and so on. Let's say that I don't want any more 15s, and I want the 15 to be, this may not be a practical example, but you'll get the idea. Let's say I want my 15s to now be 16s. So what you do is you take the old value 15 and make the new value of 16, and you can add it. Then when you click on and you can have, by the way, a whole series of these, and they will apply in the order that you put them. So be careful about the order because that will have a result, can have an impact on your final results. So click on continue once that's done. And now you'll notice that you don't get the option to click on OK yet. And the reason for that is because you need to click on change. And then you click on OK. And if you had any more difficult or sort of complex conditions, if statements, then you could, of course, click on if and do some additional data massaging. In our case, we're going to click on OK. And then we'll see the recoding occur, and we'll also see a brand new variable, educ underscore new val, which we see right there, educ underscore new value. And because we switched 15s into 16s, you should no longer see any 15s in that new column, in that new variable. And also notice we don't get the old values. So depending on what it is you're trying to accomplish, you need to be careful about which values you're actually putting in this new column.